I got a, should be fairly comfortable. 30 seconds.
All right, let's start with the story. Amazon sues New York over Amazon tax.
There are better things in the news than that, Scott.
Well, I'll start with this one.
How about murder, mystery, thrill?
What do you have?
Tom's Riser.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm still struggling with that.
Here we go.
I don't hear anything here. Low. It's a little low. Low. Okay, I guess
This one here.
perfect. I like that much better when I can hear myself.
Ready? Mike's hot.
Hey everybody, welcome to America's Health Insurance Today. Andy Ross here, where we educate the nation on health insurance. Keep those emails coming. Andy Ross at Cox.net. That's ANDYROSS at COX.net. We are live on KLAV Radio. Let's jump right into the questions. Andy, what do you think of socialized healthcare? Oh boy, that's a good question. I can go on forever. I'll try to be brief on this one. Don't like it. Socialized medicine is not going to work. What I want is inclusiveness. I want for everyone to have health insurance. That's why I educate passionately. I wouldn't mind it being illegal not to have health insurance for children. I think children should have health insurance. I think I'm not the only one because being in the business and having people come through, judges, when there's a divorce, an unfortunate thing, but the judges do not allow the mom and dad to come into his courtroom without proof of health insurance for the children. So the judge and I certainly agree. So getting back to the question, great question. I could spend an hour on that, but I'm not. The reason why I don't want health socialized, and none of our politicians do, is because our country is the best country in the world. The next thing is our country saves lives. Our system, our health insurance system saves lives. You can have chest pains and be in the operating room within hours and your life will be saved. With socialized medicine, with all of the reading and due diligence I've done on the subject, the problem is that you can be diagnosed today with prostate cancer, and by the time they treat you 10 months later, it's too late. That's the problem. There's no urgency. There's something to be said for capitalism. We want people to be successful. We want there to be motivation to give good health care. None of our politicians, if you listen to them, that what they want is for everyone to be able to get health insurance, which they can. I can insure children for $44. I look at plans from all over the country. Children are very inexpensive to insure. I can insure 60-year-old people for $187. The key is getting insurance when you're young, keeping it, getting it before you have any pre-existing conditions. And again, I want to say it one more time. You'll be standing in line with socialized medicine. We save lives. Our system has flaws. What doesn't have flaws? But the beauty of our system is people come from all over the world to save lives. And I can assure you that our politicians do not want their children and their children's children, as well as themselves, standing in line to get health insurance. So the answer is socialized is not universal health care. There's a different, that's a different subject. Universal health care is inclusiveness. How can we include everybody? That I'm for. But I'm not for socialized medicine. That is completely different. And again, the problems I just mentioned. Next question. Andy, what are the problems with our system? This came from, it's a long-winded email from an email, and I appreciate all these political questions. Good question. What are the problems? I'll tell you what the problems are, and there's a few. It's not the premium. So anyone beating the drum that says it's too expensive to get health insurance, that's not the truth. It's a bill like any other bill, like auto insurance, like any reoccurring bill. Get what you can afford because the key is having major medical. The problem with our system, and there's a few, is that, I'll give you an example. You could have health insurance for 20 years with a company in Denver, Colorado. And this is a real life situation, one of my clients. And husband and wife came to me. I was able to insure the husband. When I went to insure the wife, she was declined, 60 years old. Pretty upsetting, think about it. You spent 20 years doing the right thing, having insurance. You moved out of state and you have to reapply and start all over again. That's a flaw. Fortunately, I was able to get her insurance, and it worked out where the same company actually took her. The company I put her with was acquired by the company that rejected her, so they ended up getting her anyway, so that worked out pretty good. Let me think of some more problems with our system that make it less than perfect. You know, if you can consider if you have a pre-existing health condition and then not being able to get insurance a problem, then yes, that is a problem. So you have to understand the system. In understanding the system, you can avoid those issues. So yes, if you wait till you're diagnosed with diabetes and then you decide it's time to get insurance, it's too late. That's akin to saying, I had a car crash, now please insure me and cover my car crash. You know, insurance companies have to make money or we'd have no system to save lives. We want everyone to win. We want the hospitals to win, the doctors to win, the pharmacies to win. We want the consumer to win and the insurance companies. So if we need a balanced system, there are some flaws. They do need to be fine-tuned. I'll talk about that again later in the show, but we're going to break for a commercial message, and we will be back in 60 seconds. Thank you.